Welcome to the CCTV Public Access Sports Show with Dan and Stu. Here are your hosts, Daniel Hendler and Stuart Friedel.
I was questioning you, but I guess, all right. So today we're seeing another episode of the Stu and Dan Sports.
It's the public
access show
of Dan and Stu. Public access sports show with Dan and Stu, presented by Lou and Sylvie and Bam Bam.
That's right. And in case you were wondering which is which, I think there's very many obvious pointers to that. The chairs for one. I think the choice of eyewear. I think we've tried.
Sometimes Dan wears eyewear.
That's a good point, but.
Which would make it ambiguous.
That's true. Mystery is what we're all about.
And also, you have a beard.
I do have a beard, and that throws off some more. My boyish looks are a little bit thrown off by that. I'm not necessarily. I'm supposed to be standing in as the more, I don't know, the more affable, slightly, the more the boy you'd bring home to your mother, and with my beastly beard going on. I don't know if that counts, but also I think the shirt is a big giveaway. Not as much mine.
Yeah, Miami Dolphins, I guess, would make me Stu, I suppose.
I'd say that's safe. That's a safe supposition.
It's a safe supposition. Well, I can't talk words.
Yes, but getting back to sports, or
yes.
Getting to sports rather than Stu and Dan.
So I picked up an issue of ESPN magazine recently. Did you know Shaq is playing for the Phoenix Suns now?
I actually am very disappointed by that. Like it was something that I learned of a long time ago, and found myself really. The Lakers used to be a team I loved to hate. They took out my beloved Trailblazers at one point. I have to say that my Trailblazers were destroyed themselves, but. Now they're not a team I love to hate because there's just not enough personality.
There's not enough to hate.
There's not enough to hate. I mean, Kobe's a lot, but he's not Shaq. I don't know. I think Shaq. By the way, to set this out there, Shaq is by far my favorite cultural figure at sports. Well, he has his own philosophy, and I don't know if any other has their own martial arts. Like Shaq Fu is not something I could see being comparable with any other on the sports members. But I do have to say, more recently. Ortiz has emerged as another figure that I love, Big Papi, or Cookie Monster, as his little girl calls him, another lovable sports figure. I don't know. I mean, can you think of any other?
Not so much.
Not so much. I think those are the big ones.
I would definitely say so.
Yeah.
But no, I was a big Shaq fan from way back. Like Orlando Magic used to be my team. I really enjoyed the stars on their logo. I had a bunch of their hats.
Best logo?
Best logo. Let's just.
Favorite logo?
Yeah. Oh well, back in the day when I was like 10.
Okay, you wouldn't want to pin yourself down now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't say it. I mean, because now I am a Lakers girl.
Oh, you turned pretty quickly.
Well, no, it wasn't. It was kind of partial love back in the day.
Where did that partial love come from?
Well, it's all family related. Like Orlando Magic was pure aesthetics.
Pure aesthetics, okay. Even at an early age, you understood the importance of aesthetics in making a decision.
No, yeah, I think it's very important in a sports team. And gold and purple. Actually, there's a picture of me when I was very little in a Lakers girl cheerleader uniform when I'm like 3. So it wasn't a recent decision.
That's some real love.
Yeah, no.
If you're wearing it when you were 3, that goes way back.
Yeah. Logos.
Purple and gold being also my school colors when I was in high school. A little bit of fact that a lot of people don't know. That also brings me back to your shirt. I have there's a hard question. I don't know if you've seen that there's 2 really wonderful sports music videos.
Oh,
yes. And Miami Dolphins has one of them. Mm-hmm. But I think, if I remember correctly, the far inferior one, because it's just them taking MC Hammer and putting their own words over it.
Was that the Rams had also a music?
The Rams had one, but they actually came up with their own.
Yeah, they had
a song about ramming.
They rammed.
Everybody rammed, and they all rapped, and they rapped their own beats. Yeah,
yeah.
Interestingly enough, I found that the more redneck of the members of that team sort of had some of the most confidence in the way that they approached rapping.
No, I think.
What does that say?
That's defying stereotypes. I think that's important to like, and even back then in the
experience.
80s, was that in the 80s, early 90s?
It was. I think. I mean, it was an act of bravery to embrace this. Maybe at this point, not necessarily fully legitimized art form. And to do it as a whole team. I mean, they managed to get an impressive number of them excited about it.
There was a lot of talent in there. They had both cheerleaders and football players, and a lot of football players.
A lot of sunglasses.
There was a lot of sunglasses.
My favorite. Oh, what was his name? The one that had the motorcycle. He rapped by on his motorcycle.
Yeah.
And he was huge.
You got to see personality there. It wasn't just like, oh, we're just doing this as a team thing.
But the Miami Dolphins just won, like, it was all the one white quarterback. I didn't feel like he shared the love.
I think they were just trying to like jump in on their piggyback on the idea, which is.
I would wonder if that reflects the way he approached being a quarterback. I don't know.
Piggyback, the quarterback that.
No, not the piggyback, but the quarterback that doesn't give his team any love, doesn't understand how to play as a team.
Well, do you think that was his decision, or do you think the team was like, we're gonna put you front and center?
The team or the coach? Who decides? That's a good question.
Who decides in the music video?
Who decides
the sports music
where
videos?
the talent is? What talent is showcased in a football team rap?
What happened to those? Why aren't there more of those? Because I feel like I learned a lot.
I did. I learned about myself. That's for sure.
Because I think that there's a lot of sports people who've had musical career, including Shaq.
That's true. That's true. I would think that it tends to be people that do more on the outskirts of sports, though. I mean, there's a lot of wrestlers that have done that.
I mean,
Hulk Hogan had his rap tape that involved.
Hulk Hogan had like everything.
Hulk Hogan has everything. let's be honest. Wrestling is sport. That's another question. Should it be considered pro wrestling?
I don't know if I'm.
And you have to say this because you can't pick it up, but Shaq's the only basketball player to have a top 40 hit. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? Is the single.
Wow. What's up, Doc? Can we rock? It's just in from the periphery.
Shaq's number one. Was it?
No, he's the only.
Top 40,
only
not number one. I was gonna be a little surprised. I was like, I don't even remember. I remember his rap career, but I don't really remember the song itself.
Wow. I don't. He has good video games too.
Shaq also was on the Miami Heat for about 4 years between the Suns and the Lakers.
That's true. Miami Heat.
Where have I been?
Miami Heat was a transitional team for Shaq.
Florida's getting a lot of love today.
Florida's got enough love.
Yeah, probably.
Got enough love today.
I mean, it was really hot today, much like Florida.
It was. Now, I think there was a Shaq game where he was running around throwing flaming. Was that Michael Jordan or was that him who had the game that involved throwing? Yeah, it was Shaq. That's right. Throwing flaming basketballs, not footballs.
That would be pretty.
That would be him once again, genre crossing. But
Michael Jordan had a game too.
I think he must have had some.
He must have. Why didn't he have a musical career? Can he not sing? Can he not rap?
I have that fear. I feel like.
Can he not play the bongos or something?
I don't know. He used to play it more dignified, but that's far gone. So what does he have left to preserve? After he's had Hanes commercials that involve Cuba Gooding Jr., implying that he's wearing Michael Jordan's underwear, I mean, what's left to go for a figure?
I don't recall. I wish.
It's a recently circulated commercial. What about relevance of Michael Jordan as a political figure now? Cultural figure, rather. Hopefully not political.
Don't know how much I can speak on that.
Well, I think that says a lot right there.
I think you're definitely right.
Yeah.
Is he? He's a Republican?
Apparently it comes in, yeah. Not a surprise, but Michael Jordan has a lot of money and is Republican. That's new. Tiger Woods implied Republican. I don't know if he's really taking much of a political
He's
stance.
Got all kinds of. I saw the Gatorade ads, the Tiger Gatorade, and I'm like,
Tiger Gatorade?
They have Tiger Gatorade now, and it's like.
What makes it Tiger Gatorade?
Extensively on this show.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Well, I don't know if we should talk about it, considering it's already got a lot of press.
Okay. Well, we're very much not wanting to give this time to overrepresented aspects of culture.
Obviously he's already got enough.
That's true. Enough love for Tiger Gatorade.
I was just concerned that other people would drink it and not be able to perform as well, thinking that because they were not Tiger. It says Tiger on it.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
They need to get their own. You get Robin and I get Janelle and.
That's a great business model. Build your own bears, maybe build your own Gatorade personalized to you. They have the books that you give your kids.
How much electrolytes do I need?
That's true.
Build your own. Build them.
Truly, that's the question that's left me. How much Gatorade do I need? I mean, clearly I think it's a safe assumption we don't need the same amount of Gatorade between the two of us.
Especially on different days, I might need different Gatorades. But if I'm
other business idea, different Gatorades for different days of the week. You could have a Gatorade wardrobe. It could be a very important accessory.
Yeah, like matching the colors with, especially if.
Or sports uniforms.
Sports uniforms and the Gatorade.
Gatorade to go with your uniform. I think that's something that
really
hasn't
been
tapped
looked into. Yeah.
Very much so. I think. So.
Sports.
I mean, I think we've exhausted the subject potentially. I'm not sure how much more sports there is to talk about. I feel like, of course, sports continually renews itself, but in this given moment,
like how much can
is it time?
Really
Can we say that all as of now the potential for sports talk has been fully exhausted?
No, I would disagree. I would disagree that there's still room for sports. Like I meant to go look up I don't think it's field hockey. It's not field hockey season, but I wanted to talk a little bit about field hockey.
Okay. Field hockey.
Do you care about field hockey?
You're
a bi-coastal person.
No,
like
I did grow up with many a girl wearing a field hockey uniform.
In Providence, not in
That's
Portland.
right. No, in Portland there was no field hockey in Portland.
See, it's very East Coast thing.
It is very East Coast. I had my very portly advisor, freshman year in high school, was deathly afraid of it because of field hockey as a sport, because he played it a little bit and was found that he couldn't move. He both was profoundly beaten, I think, by the girls that he played with, and also found himself not able to move very much without the rules. Forbidding him from doing so.
What was his experience with playing field hockey? Was it like a co-ed team?
He did not play it in high school. He guessed it.
Okay.
So. I don't know. Last thoughts? Any thoughts?
None whatsoever. Zero. Blank.
That's we're experiencing a Zen moment. What a great way to go out.
I think
complete clarity of mind and purpose. I think so. This has been another gripping episode of the
public access sports show with Dan and Stu. As I'm reading that off of the blackboard.
Very
the green board.
Impressive.
Chalkboard.
Use of the materials at hand. So
have a good night.
Yeah. Thank you, Bam Bam, and
Lou and Sylvia.
And Lou and Sylvia.
We couldn't do it without you.
That's right. We could never have done it. In fact.